So this is Silky reporting for the Love Police. Nathan and I had a nugget of an idea to have a more kind of true to community show out for the student protest today, National Day of Action. And there's a good many of us have turned up, which is great because we're going to be a little mini protest within the protest with similar sorts of ideas, and we've all got placards and all ready for action. So this is good.
Dale, nice to see you. Yeah. Are you here for the ball, sir? Oh, yes, yes, I am. Oh, yes.
This is an act done or threatened to be done, which actually causes harm to a
Ladies and gentlemen, your world is run by criminals who do not care about you. Join the fight back. Do not be a slave. Do not go down on your knees. Stand up and fight for what you believe in. Join the resistance. The resistance is alive. If you think criminal bankers and elitist scumbags can turn this whole world into one big disgusting world of immorality and inequality, don't worry. There are some people who are awake, some people who are paying attention, and don't worry. Great evil always self-destructs because people will always chase it down. We are the resistance, and we are fanatical about hunting down those who want to have power over you. No one will have any power over you. You are free. When the criminal government uses elements of thuggish forces, such as the armed forces and the police, to kill children around the world, don't join them. Join free humanity. Join the resistance. You can sign up here. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the police photographer. He does a very difficult job. Give it up for him. Hello, Sergeant. Thank you for choosing to work for the wrong team.
He's very funny. Really good and really fantastic. Excellent. So how can we help you?
Why have you guys turned up? Are we breaking the law? You know, I love living in democracy where my police force has the royal insignia on their foreheads. Nice. That makes me feel very happy to live in the democracy where you guys are following the Queen. She is better than us, so, you know, it's good that she has her own police force.
Everybody else seems okay, Alan? Yeah, absolutely, thank you. Thank you.
You must like it a lot. Good to smile, you know. Thank you, you're smiling, fantastic. So now, carry on.
From one so-called domestic extremist, we want to say that we are here to deprogram you guys. You guys have chosen the wrong side when the world is going very, very strange. And you need love most of all. You really do. Especially the blue bibs here. The blue bibs on the police jacket means forward intelligence team.
Isn't that a contradiction in terms?
Yeah, does it? Does it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyway, what I'd like to ask the police, because they are obviously not members of the establishment, and what we mean by the establishment is the ruling rich people that run this country and this world. How does it feel to be a slave for the establishment?
Would you like to say something, Darren?
Not very good.
But not when you lose your job.
Surely in London right now there's a whole bunch of murders and rapes and thefts going on. Why are you standing here wasting taxpayers' money? I believe it's a valid question. Not that I pay tax, but you know, why are you wasting their money? No, don't leave. We need you for our filming project. We'll have to hire actors if you guys leave. Uh-oh. That looks like a dangerous flag over there.
What's that?
So that's the Anarchy flag, is it?
Oh, I don't know. I think it's been used as a revolutionary flag.
It is, yeah. It's black and green.
Should have a flag.
I don't like it. I love the music.
For at least escaping the uniform. You're on the right track, guys. Very soon you'll be free. You can be like that Mark Kennedy guy who went undercover for 7 years, had sex with a few activists, and then decided he didn't like the police anymore.
So that sex and drugs have corrupted him. Terrible, terrible thing that is.
Tom, are dreadlocks better than truncheons?
Yes!
More painful, but hey. The police operation, being joined now by 10 other police over there, is costing the taxpayer £1,000 an hour. I don't know about you, but it seems like money well spent. Why bother catching the, murderers and rapists? Stand around and look at a bunch of guys standing in Trafalgar Square. That's good use of police money. Oh yeah.
Charlie?
Ladies and gentlemen in uniform, we are here to deprogram you from your slavery in this Freemasonic black and white checkerboard bands that you wear around your brain chakras. Come on, guys. Once you realize that we are all one subjective experience having a dream called reality. We are all children of the universe. You would not walk around in paramilitary boots, combats, dressed like you're about to invade Poland. To the darling brothers and sisters in the police force, once you realize we are all one, we are all children of the universe, you would not walk around with those big black metal truncheons. I know those are props from a porn film, but hey, whatever. www.largeblackdildo.com. Nothing FUCKs the protesters better than the 18-inch Black Eduardo. Come on, guys, we're working hard to deprogram you. Come on. Sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, today's gathering is sponsored by McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Fill your children's bodies with Big Macs and fries and milkshakes made from plastic. How about some cardboard McNuggets? We are proud to announce that McDonald's, and this is true, is sponsoring the London 2012 Olympics. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm turning into an athlete from eating McDonald's. Uh-oh, terrorist! Careful, guys, terrorist!
Yeah. Is this Egypt?
our congregation has got an awful lot bigger. As I say, what started out as pretty much just an idea on Facebook, admittedly not the place normally to organise anything, so obviously there would have been police anticipation about this. Names collected, I would imagine, and so on, but here we are. You know, about 100 at least people turned up in the Tutor community for today's protest. It was great. Awesome.
Sorry, we're going to need parts of this.
I wish to be entered into a police database as a domestic extremist.
No, he's a warden.
I need more qualifications since my ASBO. Thank you for wearing black paramilitary uniform. It used to be boys in blue, now it's boys in black. The color of broken megaphones.
The resistance.
Yeah, sorry. Audio problems. This is what happens when your megaphone is made by slaves in China.
I suppose those fine quality British megaphones. Yeah. By British. To effectively start resistance.
Ladies and gentlemen, support free-range slavery by British. Anyway, the boys in blue are now the boys in paramilitary black, the color of death. Anyone attending gatherings like this is now classified as a potential domestic terrorist. You should all be very ashamed of yourselves. It's much better that you go home and watch the news. Remember, George Osborne is a man of the people. George Osborne and the other cabinet members, 18 of which are millionaires, are just like you and me. They care about you. They want your children educated. They want Iraqi children blown to pieces. I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, your government cannot afford to educate you, but they can afford to kill lots of children. Your government can afford to police these events with hundreds of police officers costing millions of pounds per day. But who cares about education? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a message from the government. This is a public servant announcement. Due to public awareness, your Matrix mind control system is being switched off. We are afraid you are going to have to think for yourselves. We apologize for any inconvenience this may cause you as you wake up. Ladies and gentlemen, stay asleep. Watch America's Next Top Model. Watch Dancing on Ice. Strictly Come Dancing. X Factor. Pop Idol. EastEnders, thank you. The finance minister. George, I am obsessed with you. George, I am coming for you, man. If you are Agent Smith, George, I'll happily be your Neo. I'm not going to leave you alone, George. I mean, I know we had a great time on the Rothschild's yacht with Peter Mandelson, George. But we got to do something together, George. I'll be outside your bedroom, strumming away on my megaphone, lullabying you into sleep. Thank you for shepherding the economy, George. And sorry the other day for ruining your Conservative Party press conference. Go home, Yank.
Absolute hordes of us.
Remember, Spartans, no surrender, no retreat.
Good, I'm hungry.
There they are, come on, stop moving. Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets!
Thank you, police, for upholding the establishment. Thank you for picking the wrong team.
Join the people! Don't have to join the government! The corrupt fuckers!
Ladies and gentlemen, we've brought along the Traffic Code Revolutionary Front, who are doing good work.
Traffic code!
Keep going, police officers. We love you all.
That'd be great. Heavily protected today. Thank you, Charlie Gilmore. We love you.
The private global banking cartel has conservatively created 1.5 quadrillion in derivatives. It is a debt black hole, hundreds of times bigger than all the real wealth in the world. Even the Washington Post admits this. They buy off your governments with the made-up fiat currency. They need police state systems in place to make sure that the population never gets control of their nation again. Their political creation is the UN that poses as a humanitarian organization, but in its own annals admits it is a eugenics population reduction program designed to keep the third world from developing. Because if the third world ever developed and developed sophisticated weapon systems, technological systems, they would be sophisticated enough not to be overtaken by the globalist and kept in debt, servitude, and bondage. Now, separately, and you see this in the news all the time, the post-industrial world, getting rid of our industrial base, getting back to nature. The stated goal of the UN, Club of Rome, Council on Foreign Relations, is to deindustrialize the West and to destroy the middle class. The ultra-rich call this the final revolution. They don't want you doing financially well. They don't want you being self-sufficient. This is the stated enemy. They want you controlled, working for a Fortune 100 corporation at near the poverty line, so that you're so busy just trying to survive, you can never challenge the monopoly of power of the world's ruling class. There is a continuity of agenda from Australia to the United States, from Chile to Canada, from Japan to South Africa. The same programs, the same international organizations, the same standardization. And when you get into the white papers of these people, they openly say we're going to have a Singaporean model globally. And they go on to admit the communist Chinese model is a Singaporean model. And if you want to know what life is going to be like, and I've made a big deal out of this because I happened to pick up a year-old copy a month or two ago of December 2010, January 2010, National Geographic. And it said right there, Singapore's great, tyranny's great, this is what our government wants to do. Their population is at a 1.2 replacement rate. That means they're dying. For every 2 adults, they have 1.2 children. They have no free speech. They're totally enslaved. And the article says this is the model to go with. So they're just out in the open pushing this. Now, what does that have to do with Egypt? The globalists put Hosni Mubarak in. For 30 years, he's ruled with an iron fist. The majority of the U.S.-run black site torture centers, where they even take U.S. citizens to have their teeth ripped out, to be put on the rack, to have their heart stopped with drugs, to have their kids raped in front of them. That's in the Army's own reports, the General Tagumba report. I mean, you're talking about hell on earth, building the army of darkness. Our government, which isn't our government, it's a hijacker. It's the corporate, globalist, social Darwin hijacker. The eugenicist hijackers have turned Egypt into a fortress of pure evil. Now, continuing, they are able, with their actuaries, with their computer systems. In fact, Jaron, did I print that article about Google being able to predict the future now? Oh, it's right in front of me. It'd bite me if it was a snake. When I talked earlier before the break about globalist modeling and globalist operations, what they're doing is a 21st century mode of what the British Great Game was. If you don't know what the British Great Game is, you can just look it up in an encyclopedia. Basically, the British would play different powers off against each other. They would divide and conquer, held this little bitty island with a small population dominate more than half the known world, to where the sun never set on the British Empire. And they're taking that system and using NSA predictive systems where when they track enough cell phone users, enough internet users, enough of your daily habits, they know how to predict what you're going to do individually every day by tracking your iPhone or your Droid, and they have those in Egypt, at about 99% accuracy. The government knows who you're going to call next with 93% accuracy. This is their admissions, because they see patterns in what you do that you don't consciously see. You know, a lot of people, when they join a government agency or something, are given these thousands of questions, psychological exams, trying to find out really, truly who you are or if you're deceptive. Well, imagine what they know off what you watch on TiVo, tracking what you watch, when you flip the channel, what you surf on the internet, where you go, what you do, where you pull in and eat, what you Google, what you Yahoo. And so it's now admitted Google is NSA snooping software given to the public, and we think we're going into Google to find information out. But it's like, to use a analogy from Lord of the Rings, when you're looking into a crystal, it can look both ways. Sauron can look right back out at you. You understand? In fact, he is looking right back out at you and wants to know what you want to look at, wants to look into your mind. But this isn't a crystal ball in a fictitious, sword and sorcerer fantasy. This is real. And over a decade ago, I warned you about this because I was reading MIT magazine that's public. I was studying this as they were laughing about it, laughing at us, the profane slaves, laughing at how we won't even be needed in the future as soon as they get the robotic system in place. See, human life has always been cheap. Now it's worthless. Now it's worse than worthless. It's garbage. It has to be gotten rid of. It has to be carried out.
Radioactive light brighter than 1,000,000 trillion suns. Imagine if that power were unleashed upon us. days, radiation would begin to impact every living thing on a molecular level.